Supply. This is Amara, the musical revolutionary. Your host, Community Buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. This and every Monday at 3 p.m. From the home to the community to the wider world. Let us be the change we want to see. Join me this and every Monday at 3 p.m. on the Community Buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. Fit mind, fit community, fit world. This is Margaret, the musical revolutionary on the Community Buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
Struggle goes on. We are the builders of the pyramids. We are the builders of the stone cities of Zimbabwe. We build them White House. We build them factories. With blood, with sweat, with tears. With flesh, with bones. Them use build them economy. Now them want come con you and me. With them science and them technology. We make them take with knowledge. Now them are deafly. Them are blindly. We are walk, we are ride, we are drive, we are fly. Nah look, nah see. Eyes focus on the screen of an iPhone, Galaxy, tablet, Blackberry. Wake up, look. Uno no say them up, ancestors cry now. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, this is another Community Buzz on Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. www.fitfmja.com. And we are simulcasting on Primal Media. www.primal4k.com. Yes, we are here once more in studio. First, we were at Pablo's Seafood Restaurant, or we would have said Pablo's Place, and it was really a great vibration, a great Black History Month celebration, what do you call it? Penultimate day, tongue kind of twist up, but that's how it go. Anyway, it was a great vibration, that was on the 27th of February, last Monday, Black History Month celebration, it was a great vibration, so many people, thanks to for that event, Gateway Cooperative Credit Union. I'm Mr. Needham for passing through, bless us with this present. And so that Gateway can be under for the 20th celebration from Black History Month at Pablo last was the 19th year of celebration. That's an institution. We can see that as an institution, the first after the pandemic or the pandemic. Anyway, it was beautiful. It was beautiful into the night, I there at 9 o'clock and it was a great vibration, Was some a long time, the karaoke and them thing there. So a place with some karaoke vibration, so sharing place there as well. So that's the diversity of people, what I mean? So give thanks for that. And we are here today to talk about how much happening, I must say condolence to my brethren, Messina, Ibo Cooper and him family, what I mean? We work together, Arif was one of the person who was a part of a project that I was doing with Ibo Cooper, a song called Don't Fight Yourself on Fresh Air record, Remember, he was songs involved in year production is really Arif Cooper label, what I mean, because it's not just a radio host, but he's also a DJ, he's a producer, he wears so because war kind of there again, so much hot, So he's not here, it's just the world that we are living in. Tragedy happens at times, and unexpected to us, and that is how life is, It is a constant cycle, We breathe in and we breathe out. But there comes a time when we make a last out breath, never to inhale again, and that's the beauty of life, as unpleasant as it might be to some, but that is the infinite beauty of life. It functions there, and we have to embrace it holistically. We can't halfway love life. Life is life, and however it happened, we have to just know that it is just life. We are here because somebody gave us a space to be here. So we say condolences to the family. We say in the fraternity, and that we have work to do. He has played his part and he's no longer with us. So let's celebrate and continue with what we have to do until our number call, because I saw it go. We have to just see the way how it is, say, me have to yell up some of the man them, a whole heap of people did around there, Ras Warren, Natural Mystic, books, arts and craft, and some nice fragrance oil, and so much, right there in Market Street. I forget your number where you're there, Market Street, Ras Warren. But if you listen, we are give you a short idea where we are give the people them where, were at the Black History Month celebration, last month. They would just bless up the people them who we can remember. Rascoola, why? I tell you get firing at the night there, But that is what the thing, when we attack, a lot of fire spit sometimes, flames, spewed, some people can take it, some can't, but who can take the fire? They just take for themselves, or people off themselves, So we give thanks to the people, Franco, out at Duke Street, we big you up, sir, because you say me for big you up, Reminai, Tarlad, see, we big you up, sir. We big up Ainsworth, the man who is the cockpit tour guide. Yes, make we get right. The cockpit tour guide up in the hills of Southern Chilani, So we're coming your way soon, King. We're coming your way soon, Come to Cave there and full joy, and experience some of those rat bats and whatever else under there,
because we need to explore our island and know it more than people who are come full dry it more than we and know it more than we. It is best for us to understand, our island. We understand, say it is about 4 or 3 miles of cave. Yes. So it's not ordinary. See, with a heap of water under there. So, me need to go in it still, go full dry myself, swimming in some of them water there and maybe experience pleasantness and unpleasantness. That is courage, I've been through none such, and what them call it green grotto, we go through them cave there and we full dry the vibes, It's so more when you go on a cave, you understand. Oh, hold this here one piece of rock take how many years to be where it is, how much in thousands of years, say we're there a long time, and we not just come if we understand the infinity, and the infiniteness of life. Yes. So we are blessed up the people. Yes, Mr. Dennis, because we see you come through and waves, it was a gracious seeing the eye, come red. Me have to call by your name, Andrea Patchman. Big up yourself, It was a vibes, not a vibes, and we full joy ourselves. And then I have been the chanters, were there, and we were a great vibration at Pablo's place, and we say we are look forward to the 20th. To have a greater vibration, you understand? So Ras Pablo, just make sure, say, we put that, on the calendar from early out, that it can be bigger and bigger, So we are look forward to that vibration. Yes, I. See, so much things happening, Let me check something here because we realize that some things are going on at the place, Teachers then dep on strike. And we see the opposition party in a crossroad, a protest. People are protest about the local government election, that it should. It's a while, we don't know what the government are deal with still, why them keep putting off the election. Why? According to Popcorn. Why? We need to know. You know what I mean? And so much things happening. So many things happening. So we are taking time out to bless up the people them and to all our vibration. It's Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. And we are here. And as I said, we are also casting on Primal Media. Man reporting on condition of bail charge for breaches of Firearm Act, Chulani. Well, Chula Farmer was arrested and charged for breaches of the Arms Act when he reported as a condition of his bail in another matter at the Falmouth Police Station on Saturday, March 4th. A recent something this Aguania, so charged with shooting with intent to possession of prohibited weapon and the use of prohibited weapon to commit a felony. Is 29-year-old Shane Campbell, otherwise called T-Man of Bounty Hall in the parish. Wow. So much things are going on. Stop it right now. And give much. Go research and see all this thing, and it's a serious thing, Say him of a well. I mean, I understand that it's a man, more than to in arms. That's what gun, nothing more. Because it protect you. Matter how a guy believes a gun protect you, it can't protect you. I see them even trick the people in my United States that they matter about, say, boy, them Second Amendment Act, and that's what they will die for. You know what I mean? Because you can own how much gun. For what? For what? While basic rights and the natural laws, them that, you know, that life of itself, you know, gave unto us, you know, we still, not for we not even want full joy that. But you can't full joy the right for bear arms. I want lot of people I benefit from you bearing arms because them now gain a limitation how much gun you can buy. If you want to have a whole household of gun, your business that. But guess what? The gun producers are smiling. You know what I mean? So that's it. Those who are manufacturing gun, that's the only set of people. You know, these acts and laws and rights that they tell you that you have, you know, benefiting, and them alone are benefit from that. So we want the people to understand that, you know, we want our people in Jamaica, the youth, them who believe, say, you know, strapping themselves with how many high power weapons, you know, that can give them a sense of security. The only security we have is love, man. Believe it. Because when you have love, you know, look out for nobody to come lick you down. And if every one of us cultivate within ourselves love and to take care of self and each other, then what is there for us to be fearful of? What is there for us to have a gun to protect? Somebody going out there right now and say, boy, about another kind of world. Well, the world we live in now is people create it, is we create our world. See? So if you just believe, say, boy, the world is somebody else create, you have to live in it the way all them want you to live in it. Well, you're a sad case yourself. You know what I mean? You must devote yourself to the kind of life that you want and the kind of world that you want to cultivate within yourself. And once you cultivate that kind of world within yourself, you know what I mean? You are living as a sovereign man, you know, not a man that somebody can dictate or and use laws and acts and whatever to contain or to curtail or to regulate or whatever terms you want to use. You know, once you are living, you know, in a way that is respectable, that is, you know, truthful to life itself, then you know that you're on a higher vibration and a higher frequency, you know. So we're here. We're going to bounce a piece of music. I kind of go solo for the first. Yeah, Remini. You could hear that chant. Yeah. The man chant some sweet vibration last week, you know, and he was the guest on Traffics Friday, and it was a great vibration. The Virgin have a deep voice, man, and the voice so powerful and fiery, you know, and he's just a multi-talented individual. You know, when men talk what they have to say, yo, they are talking about Akhenaton and they talk about Yeshua the Christ. But what we know, when a man is so gifted in so many areas, that is the ancient practice in ancient Kemet. When you are a guru or astrologer, you know, somebody who understand the vibration of nature, you take your hand, you go in yourself and you create without even anybody teach you. Mm-hmm. That's the Christ within you, you know. You are the creator of your own self, your own destiny, and you're making others around you, you know, feel good based upon the things that you are manifesting out there. So, Remini, yes, I.
Hey. Let's
Youths, man, nice, go for it. Go for it right, go for it true. But I'm be injustice. What they can't touch this. Not forever, nothing ever forward and the rasta never afraid. Stepping up the bubble and not let me see bread. Not the ever bold, not the ever bread. Never forward and the rasta never afraid. Men every make emancipate. Until you know, try your walk, slip. Tell me, child, the walk is always five our ancestors' freedom fight for equal rights. Them say that's a crime. Not the ever nothing ever forward. Emancipate. Forward. Never mental slavery make we my tough of the root, tough of the time, tough of the youth, tough of the crime, enough of we lose, enough of we grind, enough of we youths, mama feel nice, go for the youth, go for the right, go for the true, but if I feel but that is true, got all I all what list, them can't touch this. Nothing ever, nothing ever, nothing ever.
Yes. Welcome forward. You know, we are to the people. Garden from out of many smile Jamaica, you know. And principle of what we call Ujima, you know, the principle of community and together and to make our brothers and our sisters. And out of many smile Jamaica charity is doing that, you know, in so many ways, you know. So bless up on Shanette Garden and Miss Paulette Williams, you know, one of the main person behind all of this, you know, and so many more. But when Shanette Garden come on, we will go a little bit deeper, and that is 4 o'clock. So stay tuned to that for that, my people. Stay tuned for that, you know. We will be talking to Shanette Garden, you know what I mean, from out of many smile Jamaica here on Fit FM. You know, as we look on so many things, you know, that is happening around us as a people, we have to observe, even as a youth I grew up, I always pay attention to two structure in life, politics and religion. And the reason why I always pay attention to politics and religion is because the kind of power that those two systems, you know, have on the lives of people, you know. And I recognize that politics and religion have a single instrument that they use for manipulation, and sometimes, and most time, for psychological violence. Yes. And when you check it deep, you know, some people, maybe I take on the role of Uncle Jano, you know, a new kind of justice. Big up Simone Maddox. Anyway, when we look on those two system, politics, religion, right, we realize how these systems control the minds of people. And them also always use the instrument of the law, to suppress the people, to protect their institution and themselves, And one of the main thing, especially religion use, is the illusionary concept of God, the unseen God, and that God will punish you if you don't do this and if you don't do that. And so them take away themselves from it. And then you stand there now wondering, every move you make, you think about not hurting or not doing something that God will, push you for. And it's the same thing we say politicians do with the law. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you don't mind sharp, you have to step out of your house and you wonder if you have made the right move because of how many changes of laws, and all these laws can have so much impact upon how you even function in your mind and in your consciousness, because it literally make you not even think straight if you're not grounded in your own spiritual self, So looking at these two institutions or these two systems, that really affect people so much. And we see the people, even today, we see teachers are planning for strike. Understand? And why? Why every minute the people have to get up and fight after politicians come around and made so many promises to the people that this is what we are going to do? And these things have been happening for centuries and centuries and centuries. Like we're looking at Jamaica since we get independence, the amount of election that we had, and the amount of promises that, the people got from these politicians. See? And all they're seeing every single time, this one come and say, we will do this. Guess what? They put some laws in place, but the next party will come in power. Don't do nothing for change those laws, because the laws protect them too. You understand? And that is what me hear the General Secretary of the PMP I talk about today. I say, but wait. I bet when you come in a power and I go even roll back them laws there. You know what I mean? They are going to remain, So why come out and trick the people again and lie to the people? Lying to yourself too, because it's not the people you lie to. You lie to yourself, because unless you believe that you're a part of the gentry class where can get away with certain things because of who you know, and we are parliamentarian and we are not going to sink each other. But whenever you create a law, then when you will not be a part of your system, just like someone will lose on a seat when they become ordinary citizens again, and those laws are still there. You understand? So what? It's because you was once a parliamentarian, it not apply to you anymore, So these are some things that we need to take a stock on before we even go to the next poll. We see them call out for the next local government election. The people for wise up in Jamaica and understand, the system that they are under. We hear them talk about constitutional reform, and they are talking about referendum. How much people ever read the Constitution and really have full understanding of the Constitution? See? So how you are going to participate in a referendum if you don't know what you are going to vote on? You don't know the clause. You don't know. It was about 22 chapters in the Constitution. See? And them in some kind of language where the ordinary, even people who go high school, or secondary, or some people at the tertiary level, you'd have to go study the law yourself to understand the legal languages, or the legal language in law, to really dissect it and understand it. You know what I mean? So how you going to ask the people, to vote on something that they don't understand. That's a trick. And the people must wake up. You know what I mean? If you're not bright, you must look into these things. You can't make a decision on something you don't know about. It don't make no sense. You understand? And it is sad that the people who are doing these things are people who are from us, you know. It's not really white people, you know. I don't know how the nation, you know. You understand? But they are what we call them black skin, white mask, working, you know, in the interest of others rather than ourselves. You know what I mean? You're committing sacrilege. You know, you're committing, you become a traitor to yourself, to your people. You understand? When you are going to do these things, knowing that this piece of instrument, what they call the Constitution, you know, was never ever something to protect us. More so, the next time I come, I'm going to chat with my copy of the Constitution, because we need to go into it. We need the Jamaica people to even understand certain things about, you know, you see, that's why I say instrument. You know what is an instrument? A written legal document that defines rights, duties, entitlements, or liabilities, such as statute, contract, will, promissory note. What politician give you more than that? Pure promissory notes. Notes that cannot be fulfilled. You understand? And that's why I talk about these two systems, politics and religion. That is where the preacher them promise you to, because there is no way in the Bible, the same Bible them I preach upon, I promise you an afterlife in heaven. No way in the Bible not teach you that. You understand? But preacher preach it every day, and people hope to live them best life after them dead. I can't figure out that. How you live your best life when you're dead? How it work? If somebody who out there can explain that to me, explain it, because me not sit through it. You know? I want to go to heaven and rest. I'm tired of staying down here. So who tell us where? Down where? Who tell us that heaven is out there, up there, down there, round where? Who tell you that? But you want to go there, not knowing that where you want to go, where you want to find peace, where you want to find joy, where you want to find anything, pleasantness or unpleasantness. You only can experience that in yourself. So if you really want to go to heaven, you have to go in yourself. And if you really want to go to hell, find it in yourself, because that's where you experience anything in life, good or bad feeling, joy, sadness, is within yourself. It's not where you sit down, you know what I mean? It's within, you know what I mean? So make we check out these things. And observe what is happening in life. You know, sometimes people get up and we like liberty and say, boy, we need our liberty and liberate ourselves. When you check these words, we have to dissect them, you know, to see as them have different definition, you know, especially in laws. You know, liberty, freedom from arbitrary or undue external restraint, especially by a government, a right, privilege, or immunity enjoyed by prescription or grant, or by grant, the absence of a legal duty imposed on a person. We have to understand them things. Then you have personal liberty, one's freedom to do one's is limited only by the government right to regulate safety and wealth. We see that's something that catch we, you know, recently for the past 2 years, you know. And when you check our own constitution, you see these things, you know, embedded in the constitution, where you still believe, say, boy, you have a right, you have a constitutional right. A man who have constitutional right is not a free man. In a Jamaica, we want people to understand that clearly in our head. If you get up on your walk and say you have a constitutional right, you are not absolute free, because even that is another thing. Absolute freedom or absolute right. What is that? You have a full joy. You have a full joy. You're right. I know where you are, you know, where you're coming from. You understand? So we have to wake up. We have to wake up and we have to make a grand shift. Man, bless up the Rasta man at the market. Yo, Saturday I'm going at the market and I come like the man advertise Fit FM to the world. You see, me have a poem me a word I'm out, you know. Me need for just it can't even formulate. It have to just steer how it steer. Yeah, because word of mouth is always word of mouth. Anywhere you go, you know, is one of the greatest propaganda machinery. Word of mouth, nothing beat word of mouth. You know what I mean? Me tell you, you tell this man, you go tell that man down the road, and that man, you didn't know spread wide and far. You know, in our village, that is not the concept we use. Word of mouth, you know, because well, the abeng is for a deeper spiritual vibration, you know, so we can blow the abeng for certain event. We know, say somebody dead, we blow the abeng. We know, say we need to have a meeting, we blow the abeng, you know. So it is that vibration. But you see, when you do something and it impacts people positively, them feel good, man, you know. And Saturday, I say the Ras who was at Ras Pablo. I forget your name in a fire. I buy from you so much time in the market, and you know, this is one of the things we must know each other, you know. You know what I mean? We need to know each other, you know. And the man just talk about Fit FM, and yo, the singer, you know, the singer. I never know, see, I saw your bad king. But it is what it is, you know. When we come a market for buy. We not come for sing, so you would know still. You know, but we're full of joy the vibes. And we are here. People, I want to make me a solo someone out there. You can't send me a text, you know. Can't come. One thing, why politicians and everybody we do, because them even suppress our own expression. Some of us are so traumatized that we even afraid to express ourselves. It's a sad thing, you know. We realize that, you know, and that is why you see a whole heap of people I do some serious things, you know, because them don't know how. They don't know how to really express themselves, you know. And sometimes when they express themselves is at, we call it the last resort, you know what I mean? And then do something where not really pleasant, you know? So we need to speak out, man. We need to sing our own song. You don't have to sound like me. And that is one of the things when I say I can't confuse, you know? I don't sound good. Oh, you mean you don't sound good? You have your own voice. All the way have a sound, you know what I mean? I have a radio voice. I don't want to call on the radio. What are you talking about? I don't have a radio voice. Know that. Me not have no radio voice. Me just have my own voice, and me tap on the radio with the voice that me have. You know? So that is it. You know? You just come talk with your voice, and that is the uniqueness of all of us. Every single one of us have a unique voice. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with life, you know. All of us have a little uniqueness where we're going to perform on this journey that we call life. You know what I mean? We are free being, you know. We are not governed by any other thing than nature and the natural order. You know, the other things then you feel like you subject yourself to these things because you don't have an understanding and clarity of what freedom is about. So you believe that there's some laws have to create to keep you in line. That is you enslaving yourself. You know, the man who will enslave himself is a man who believes it. You know, you have some law where somebody else created. You see, even driving on the road, we look on some simple thing. You know, if you are going to the crowd and 10,000 people are walk, look how everybody walk and buck up in the wider, and the place jam up. We go stay true on them things. We pay attention to them things all the while, you know. See? So it's natural for you to say, boy, see somebody will come, me have my spot, him have his spot. It's quite natural, you know. You know what I mean? It's quite natural for you to say, boy, if you joke a man, he might go feel it and maybe he might go react and joke you back. It's quite natural for all of these things. It's quite natural that if you know, say you feel hurt, because whatever you feel in yourself, you expect that it is within the other person to feel the same thing. That's why people don't understand when Christ said, all that is within me is within you. So pain, sorrow, joy, sadness, and everything that I experience coming from the earth is within all of us. You know what I mean? So if you can have an understanding and clarity on these things, then what you need to govern you more than just to know that when I see my brother, I see me. When I see any form of life form, I see me. I must not do injustice to another man when I don't want to happen to myself. You understand? So this is the things that we need to look into. You know, you can't say you try to discipline people, but you don't have that kind of discipline. You can't say you want people to show your kindness and respect, but you not do that. You know what I mean? You want to see the world for running up orderly way, but you don't have no order in your life. How that work? You want order, but you don't have no order. It's like a man and say, boy, you know, say, you know, I want a good man, but him not good, him not doing goodness to fit him life. You know what I mean? To attract a good woman, and vice versa. You know what I mean? A woman say, oh, me just want a nice and decent man. But when you hear, hey, dirty boy, you want a man like that? You don't want a man like that. You know, but you say you want a good man, you know. So you will attract who you are. That is the reality of life. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go someplace and hear people say, boy, the children, they are not, you know, behaving themselves and they are in discipline. But you want them to up on a level and you say, this is what we need to have, you know. And them a short change you and make it look like, say, them, no, say, you are pick up or go on, you know. These are some things that we have to look upon in life. Whatever you give will return. Whatever you are, that is what will come to you. So sometimes you see some people, God help me, you know. Help yourself and get out of the misery that you created for yourself. Because you created some misery in yourself and then you pray to something outside of you to help you. Clean up yourself. Clean up yourself. It's the community buzz. And one of the things we want to do is to see how we can empower each other, you know. You understand? And I don't want to be here like I'm preaching to anyone neither. I'm not preaching and I'm not delivering a sermon, you know, on this afternoon, March the 6th. You know, March is Women's Month. I declare it that, you know. Saying, and is the anniversary of Fit FM, you know. I don't say it was on a Women's Day I met Julia too. See where I say, you know. Saying, so
4 years later.
Yeah, well, 4 years, whenever 2017.
4 years, 2019.
Or 2019. I never remember say so the things there. Saying, but here we are, you know what I mean? So life have a way if you just unfold, you know, so much beauty, you know what I mean? And if we can just find ourselves in enjoying and full joying those beauty, you know. So we have to big up all the people who are a part of this. You know, see the connection and the link just keep moving. You know, Fit FM, then Fit FM in small casting with Primal. And we are doing so many things over there, you know what I mean? And here. So it's one family. Because you see, one of the things that we need to understand, you know, we have a tool now that we never have. For years, we did have to depend on the people them were oppressed with, you know, them deliver the news, them say them what them want, say them tell we what them want, tell we, you know what I mean? And we just have to believe in that, them create institution and them lay out them curriculums and them say, this is how you have to conduct yourself, and if you conduct yourself this way, we will credit you for doing this thing and you will be a good, and me I put that part, you will be a good individual and you will be passive. But when you realize your work, you conduct yourself accordingly, the way they wanted you to conduct yourself. And then you realize about, you just conduct yourself to suit their interests because they don't really look out for you. Then just want to direct you in a particular way that they want to have you. You know what I mean? And they are not treating you the way they want that a human being should be treated. See? So we want to give thanks to Primal Media. See? www.primal4k.com. We want to big up our sister over there in North Carolina. Diana, right, big up yourself. Big up Milton Booth over there in Maryland. Big up my brethren Theodore Booth in Brooklyn, New York. See? I big up my brethren Darwin over there in England. See? You understand? And so many people across the world, South America, North America, we are shouting out Europe, Africa, the Caribbean, Mexico. See? You know what I mean? So we're there. And it seems like when we come forward, we're going to talk about rights. See? There's a dictionary when I read from one day. My wife laughed after me last night and said, "Hi, Mara, I thought that you just go into a dictionary and look for a word for the meaning. But you read the dictionary like you're reading a normal book." But that's how I stay still. Me just like knowledge, So it is the Black Laws Dictionary. All of us have one night in our house, what I mean? Because we need to understand the definitions of words, and especially in legal terms, and how them twist up and mess up and use words to manipulate people. And language is a powerful thing, Language. I wonder if people understand that's something there. Language, it is so diverse. The unspoken language, the verbalized language. You see, we have our sign language, language from the drum, language with just a hum, you know what I mean? So it is so diverse, language in the wind, the language of the sea, the language of the river, the language of the bird, the language of the frog, the language of everything. That is the diversity. People don't even understand the depth of this thing that we call language and how people use it, to manipulate other people, especially those who call themselves the elite. Because the elites are the one who always create laws, to suppress, and repress and oppress those who they believe are second class or lower class. Because of what? We'll come up with them definition there, these classes thing. So make we bounce one more piece of music. We don't know where it come from because the producer is still Remini. We are feature Remini today. Bless up the
Tough. So, Marcus Garvey never died. All over town. Them all over town. Keep over town. Down. Baby, just time. Lose your mind. And time to keep surviving. We all need to find out. Find out, friend. Them tracking us down all over town. All over town. Them tracking us down all over town. From Africa to America, Europe and Asia, it's everywhere I go. Can't see what is down. Always on the run. The CIA and FBI, KGB and the Ku Klux Klan, them have a plan for I Rasta man. I don't worry. Dub vibes, you know, tracking us down. Voices and dub. We still have to check we out, you know. www.16-barsmm.com. That is www.16bars.com by Aymara Music. And only part of things are going over there. But you want to know, we are looking for rights. See, because sometimes we get up and we say, I have no right to do this, you know. But what kind of right you have? That's again, because right is defined in so many ways. There's so much definition of right, you know. So just right. That which is proper under law, morality, or ethics. Know right from wrong.
something that is due to a person by just claim, legal guarantee, or moral principle, the right of liberty. 3, a power, privilege, or immunity secured to a person by law. Who create the law? Who create the law? See? The right to dispose one's estate. That's another right. A legal enforceable claim that another will do or will not do a given act. All right. See? But we soon come to your Shanit. There's another thing called your absolute right. And this is the right we guarantee to all of us. A right that belongs to every human being, such as the right of personal liberty, a natural right. Natural. We must look into that word there. What natural really mean. An unqualified right. Specify a right that cannot be denied or curtailed except under specific condition. Freedom of thought is an absolute right. I want to say that again. Freedom of thought is an absolute right. So nobody can tell you how to think. That's the first thing. You understand? So when you see people try to impose upon you, see, how they want you to talk, how they want you to think, how they want you to act, know that they are in violation of your natural. And what you not do, don't be in violation of others. See? So we're about to connect with Shanit Gordon from Out of Many Smile Jamaica Charity. So I hope she's online and ready to talk to us, you know. But we keep tracking us down here, you know what I mean? On Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music. Big up Julian May. Me say you say you're just a pass through. We give thanks for the passing through, you know what I mean? That is how it is. Sometimes we have to just slip through because it's a busy day and everybody, Monday are the first day of the week, you know. So give thanks to the people who can tune in because we know Monday go. Everybody kind of sort out themselves and prepare themselves to go through the entire week, you know. So we are set to the people. You can call in 876-478-9144, 876-317-1991, 876-478-9144, 876-317-1991. Well, it's now to the for the item, call in, you know what I mean? Don't be shy, man. You know what I mean? It's a natural vibration. We just there with the order. You know? I no call in after the program. And I say, boy, you know, say, me hear the virgin and say some things and, you know, him not talk about. If you have something in your community to talk about, call with. You know what I mean? If it's something beautiful happen, call with. You know what I mean? And make we highlight it here. You know, the station is for, you know, to propagate whatever you're doing. If you want share, if you want people to engage. And we are saying to the people, you know, come in, man. You know? And the spot on Fit FM, you know, to advertise use whatever you sell, whatever you are doing. You know what I mean? Come in. Come in, make we talk. You know what I mean? So this is it. And we talk natural to the item. You know, we don't talk no language you can't comprehend or understand. Or Rastaman would say, or have an inner standing. You know, we are just natural people expressing our own Jamaican culture, you know what I mean? And we don't even have to try to fit it into anything or to speak any other alienated language. Because guess what? People over the world fascinated by just the way we talk at Jamaica. You understand? And they want you to talk how we talk. So nobody can come tell we say, you know, you're not speaking properly. What is proper speaking? You know what I mean? Come in. Shanit Gordon, how are you doing? Are you there, sister?
Hello, afternoon.
Pleasant afternoon. How are you doing on your side of the world? Or is it just sound kind of windy where you are, though?
So, please also have a good day.
All right. Are you using a headpiece, a earpiece? Hello?
Moving away from the street.
Yeah. I need to hear you much clearer than this. Hello? Yes, so we are trying to connect with Shanette Gardner from out of Many Smile Jamaica. It's a charity group, and we just want to invite them this month because it is International Women's Day coming up 2 days from now, and me just want to highlight some strong women, and not, when I say strong, I mean women who are doing things, in a positive way and helping others, because without the female energy, we're doomed, So we always have to get in touch with that side of us, the yin and the yang, to keep a balance. You over me, I say? So, we want to reach out and we want to dedicate the rest of the month, to just female, we want to interview some female. So look out, because I have to call up on some people who know. So don't hide when me call up on the item. See, you sisters who are doing great things, So we are here, and we just we lose Shanette a while ago. Shanette, are you there, sister? Oh, but it is the community buzz, and this is what we do, Yes. You're back now, Shanette. Oh, so we don't know what is happening, but we're open to link with Shanette. So as we talk about the rights, them, we have to look on some rights, acquired rights. You see, that's why we look on them thing deep, when a man saying buy him right, you see, you understand? A right that a person does not naturally enjoy, but that is instead procured, such as the right to own property. You see, deep, thing and right, acquired right. When understanding, to call, we still sharp. And that's why sometimes when we talk about the Maroon community, people don't understand, because these people knew, and we know, because I know, like say, it was the past, it's us still. We know who we are, that we are sovereign being, and no one have no power over we. So that's why we share love, like out of Many Smile Jamaica. So we are linked, the founding mother of life. Shannon, how are you doing, sister? Hello?
So, Mr. Stewart, are you hearing me now?
I am hearing you clear now, so just steer it.
All right, let me apologize. JP is in the live.
Oh.
And then I'm trying my second backup, which is data.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I keep reconnecting.
Okay, so that I give some challenge. We understand, how these things work.
Let me apologize to your listeners.
Yeah, man, not a problem. It's embarrassing when we have to work with technology. You ever hear a program doing in technology, them take it away from and them have a way.
Guarantee, right?
I see. So me just glad to hear your voice. I know say you're there, and we are going to get right into it. Now give history of yourself, and then we talk a little bit about out of Many Smile.
You want me to introduce myself?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my name is Shanette Gardner. I reside in St. Anne. I am a proud trustee of the noble charity Out of Many Smile Jamaica. We are very known, especially in the parish of St. Anne. Apart from being a trustee, I'm also the admin. I do all documentation, all office duties. I am charged for that duties. So yeah, just a short introduction. That's Shanette Gardner.
So, Shanette, why you see it necessary to be a part of a charity organization? You know, what inspire you that you would want to take on that kind of, I don't want to call it a role, but I see it as a responsibility, as a duty in a Jamaica at this time where things so hard.
Well,
Mhm.
apart, I'm a charitable person, but growing up, I grew up very not one of the fortunate persons. I grew up very poor. I was a poor young girl,
Mhm.
and God has blessed me now, and being able to see other persons like putting my, I've experienced the life, the life of most less fortunate, and know how it feels.
Mhm.
So I'm humbled actually to help in whatever way in improving the life of our less fortunate persons. So
Mhm.
it's not that I'm doing it just by choice, but
Mhm.
I'm doing it from the heart.
Yes.
And that is one of the main things that motivate me. And always, whenever I do charitable stuff, it gives you this feeling of fulfillment.
Good.
Putting on smiles on person's face is not just, trust me, it's an achievement. You feel like you're doing something worthwhile. You understand? We don't do it for bragging rights, but we do it from the heart.
Yeah.
And
You
I'll continue. And I've always been involved in community development from younger growing up, and that also it helps me with scholarship and all of that going through school. So I
Mhm.
think this is my way of giving back also. So I've experienced a lot of struggles growing up. So I know what it is to be practically poor.
Mhm. And as
So
I talk about poor and achieving along the way, and you are giving back. I know that when we grew up in what we call, we want to use a different term than because you're rich, you know. We never want to use the word poor, you're a rich person, see, because there's a certain level of richness that enriches your life that you can be who you are right now. See? So it is not just the material things, but I know 100%. I am going to put my neck on the block, you know, to say that
I'm kind of
what
struggling to actually hear what you're saying.
you kind of struggle for you when I say, yeah, you hear me clear now?
Yeah, I'm hearing a bit better.
All right. So I'm saying, knowing that you are somebody who maybe, you know, was struggling maybe with it pertaining to material things that you don't have, but
Right.
within your community, you know, are the people who you grew up around along the way, somebody, you know, must assist you and give a helping hand when you are in difficult time. Isn't it so?
Ah, hold on. Yeah, what is that, the last part?
I'm saying while you're growing up and going through your daily struggles, you know,
Right.
within your community and around you, wherever, you know, whether you go to church or whether you go to school, there must be someone, you know, or some people who, you know, lend a helping hand, you know, in some kind way or the other to help you to be who you are now. Isn't it so?
Most definitely. We
Ah,
have what we call the Good Samaritans in the community. And
mm-hmm.
my mom, she was very hardworking.
Yeah.
So my mother is a person who actually, she have this thing, she borrow her way out. When I was going to college, I remember my mom used to pay my school fee like every fortnight.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how she pays my school fee. My mom pays the rent every fortnight as well.
Yes.
And also we'll have like what happened is that I stay with a family member when my
Mm-hmm.
mom will like go out and work and stuff like that, and all of that comes with abuse and juice and So it wasn't an easy road growing up, but like I said, you'll have one and two Samaritan who will lend a helping hand to my mom. So trust me, I've gained a lot of respect for my mom. I know
Yeah.
you're probably listening wherever you are.
Call her
So
name, man. Big up your mother. What your mother name?
big up Miss Cherry, Eugenie.
Miss
Big up Miss
Cherry. I know say
Eugenie.
why me I my mother name Cherry too, you know.
Yeah, trust me, I won't forget the hard work. Like I said, um, my mother pays my school fee every until I was able to apply for scholarship at Naranda Backside, where in the last part of
Mm-hmm.
I think the last 2 years, she kinda
Yeah.
they look to myself and say, hey, this is struggle. And funny enough, a part of what helped me is because of my community involvement, because I was a part of the Not Deal Citizens Association. I was actively involved. We used to have meetings every Thursday. So, like I said, community development and community involvement is nothing new, and that is
Yes.
something that I'll continue for the rest of my life. And being a part of Outer Ministry Small Jamaica, it has helped me to,
Yes.
branch off more
Yes.
with
S-
helping those persons
Yeah.
who I know need the support financially, socially, and also emotionally.
Yeah. I spoke to Sister Paulette, many times, and I really impressed on the kind of work that you all are doing, Um, that is what I really want to talk about, today.
Definitely,
You know what I
that is
mean?
what
Is
we
Smile
want.
Jamaica. And I give thanks that you share your personal journey and your personal experience, because it is
Right,
part of the world development that can make you qualify to do what you're doing,
right,
in Smile Jamaica, because you have a clarity, you are aware of what struggle is like. You are so aware of what struggle is like. You yourself, to see how you can ease the burden of others who are facing the same kind of struggle that you
right,
faced, while I mean, no, say even now, you will come upon challenges at time while you are still doing this charity work, but with love, with kindness, with resilience, and to continue to help people, you know.
right,
I know that give you the drive, and the thing that you said a while ago, just to put a
right.
smile on somebody's face. Explain to the people, because we are small casting and primal media in the United
So
States
if
of
I'm
America.
hearing you, if you're hearing correct, what you're saying that I must explain out of many small Jamaica.
Yes, just tell the people the kind of work that you are doing.
All right, so let me pick up from the conversation. Previous was I spoke about my journey.
Mhm.
So with the start of 2017, I met during work. I met Miss Paulette Williams, and in conversation, she made several attempts to register a charity because she came to Jamaica with the intention of giving back. So Mrs. Paulette Williams, the CEO, the managing director of Out of Many Small Jamaica, conversation with her, she expressed her desire to charity. And of course, she stuck with the whole registration process and all of that. With my background and with work documentation and all of that, I was able to help. So initially, it wasn't a plan for me to join out of Small Jamaica, but Williams was seeking help with the charity. There and then, I helped getting the charity registered with the Companies Office of Jamaica. In 2017, officially registered. By visiting America and all of that conversation, I see the passion and all of that. I did not hesitate. I continue to inform her. So what we did, we went ahead now and tried to get registered with the Charities Authority of Jamaica to gain our charity status in Jamaica. So with the process and going along and all of that, with the other trustees in England, of course, I just mentioned their name very quickly. Rose Farmer, Merlin Houston, Nadine Blackwater, Secretary, Mr. Wilmot Williams, and Miss Perlin Johnson. With their information, I requested their information, letting them know we will need their information to do the charities authority registration. So with
Okay.
all of that, she decided that I should be a part of the organization as well. So there and then, that is how I became a trustee. Mind
Great.
you, I didn't understand a lot about charity status and all of that, so I didn't know what being a trustee is all about. I said I was involved in community development, but not charity on a whole. So we get that. Oh, trust me, it was a roller coaster, back and forth. Anybody have any knowledge of getting a charity status in Jamaica? It's not an easy road.
Wow.
So yeah, because
Back up a
the
little.
aim is
Well on. Me know ya, you know, and I will you, but you see that term the way you use charity status and the challenges that people are facing to really have what you call charity status. I'm going to use that term the way you're constantly using. Why is it
all
so?
right.
Yeah, why is it so
There's
difficult?
let me tell you. All right, with the charity status, there's a the Charities Act. Having a charity status, they're ensuring that this person who wants to start a charity is not a person who is in bankrupt debt, not a person who is in trouble with the law. I mean, every person that is involved with the registration. So not only the director. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to run their background check, ensure that, look, because at the end of the day, they
Mm-hmm.
don't want the person, they don't want the intentions to be scamming person's money
Okay.
or getting the status based on the benefits that come with having a charity status. Of course, they will
Mm-hmm.
do their investigations, and of course,
True.
once they
Yeah.
see that we are fit with all of these information,
Good.
then they can certify us. So, like I said, it was a roller coaster, but
Mm-hmm.
we managed
Mm-hmm.
and we got that done.
Good.
And from there on, I mean, we kicked off with we had our opening ceremony
Mm-hmm.
in Runway Bay, the first one, and then we went to the United Kingdom and did another opening ceremony. There and then we started off with a board. Our
Mm-hmm.
board we meet on monthly basis. From there, and we decide that we'll do calendar of events. So
Mm-hmm.
our year starts 2020. Each year starts September, so our anniversaries fall on in September each year. We create a calendar events of this. Each month we have different activities and different plans.
Mm-hmm.
So we roll out from there. Once we roll out our events, and this is when we start is about improving the health, economic, and social well-being of the less fortunate. And with the less fortunate is not that we try to widen the umbrella
Yeah.
and involve the shut-ins, because people don't consider shut-ins as persons who need different type of support, because the word shut-in,
Explain
they are just in.
explain shut-ins to the people out there. Yeah.
Share those, whether they are some of them are physically not able to move out and about, while some of them they call old age or retirees at a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, they lost close family members, so they need support to be able to go out, get medication, get groceries, get all of that. So there are persons who stay in. They are unable to go out based on whether physically
Mm-hmm.
or having the family support. So we try to assist in that aspect. As it relates to that's one umbrella branch there, the shopping. The less fortunate now comes from old to young. So we go from the baby on the breast.
Mm.
So the person as old as 90 years old. So we care about their health. Health comes in the form of medication, hospital visits, and all of that. When it comes to education now, education comes with us doing our back to school giveaway.
Yeah.
That is a yearly thing, our back to school giveaway. And of course, persons who need assistance with lunch money, we donate stuff like school shoes, school bags, school books every year. So health, education, social now,
Yeah.
education, social well-being now. We are mostly focusing on our youth. Currently, out of Minnesota, Jamaica, what we're doing now is we sponsor the under 16 football team in Discovery Bay, headed by Coach Morris and Mr. Andrew.
Wow.
And the manager of that is Mr. Brady. So what Autumn Smart Jamaica try to do, we sponsor gears, we sponsor food supplies and all of that. We are lucky now, actually, financially, as in being able to provide as much as we want to provide for the footballers, and that is what we are in search of now, more help for them, because what we want to do is we want to more emphasis on our social contribution to the youth,
Okay.
particularly in Discovery Day for now, because I said you have to make sure your yard stay good before you start spread your wings. So we want to ensure that we have enough support for the under 16 football team. So we can say, look, after we deal with that now, we probably go to the girls, create a netball team. Mr. Ricketson team, they already installed a court and all of that at near to our office there in Discovery Bay. So at least we don't have that to worry about. So we want to start out the boys finally. They're growing and all of that. So we want to get the girls on board now. You understand? So then we can actually look in more areas where we can develop the social aspect of our youth more, because at the end of the day, we all see the directions of the youth. Persons are turning to scamming, persons are doing a lot of things. So we want to have their mind very occupied when they're not in school. And we think that these things is a part of helping our youth and to allow them to become greater individuals in socializing with their peers and not take up big man and big woman things and then so quick.
You sound so brilliant as can you talk and me just hear the youthfulness in your voice, and to know that you yourself is a young person, if you want to share with the people your age, it's okay. I know a woman always want to keep them age secret, but to hear you, as a fairly young person, emphasizing, the direction that you hope to see our young people go in, and the things that you yourself, people to have life. What are some of the things that you would like to continue with the programs that the young boys, and you say now you want to move that the girls be a part of it?
What are some of the things
that is lacking? You know what I mean? Because I know when you have a charity organization, everything is not out of pocket. So maybe you have to seek sponsorship, or maybe you have to put on events. What are some of the strategies that you use, to acquire funding to because we know say money make the mirror run,
Right now, like I said, we have serious financial constraint because I would say 75% of the burden will go directly to the director pocket, and then to the contributing members, trustees. So we don't get external source donations. It's solely on the trustees. We try different ways for persons to contribute, but most times is only on the back to school season.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to, I think we need more consistent income coming in as a sense of, so we can spread more to our programs.
Mm-hmm.
And we are looking to find, we are looking to find different ways where we can create funding.
Mm-hmm.
There was a slowdown in operations a few months ago, you know, with the whole pandemic and all of that. And of
Yeah.
course, we consider persons who lost their job and persons who have been earning little to no income. So we are now trying to find different ways where we can get funding
Mm-hmm.
to fund our current programs, and of course we have a lot of stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah.
No listeners on air now may be listening, so further down in the interview we'll provide contact information as to
Yes.
if you're willing to donate cash and kinds. Of course we appreciate it. Of course we appreciate prayers, we appreciate shared thoughts, whatever way it helps.
Yes.
Whatever way helps.
What is the criteria if somebody listening now, you know, and so move to, you know, be a part of Out of Many Smile Jamaica? Is there a process that they have to go through, you know, to become a part?
We continue to welcome new members on board,
Mm-hmm.
and the criteria is simple.
Yeah.
Simply, you just send us an email at
Mhm.
Out of Many Smile
Mhm.
Jamaica. Listen carefully. Out of Many Smile Jamaica Charity at gmail.com.
Well, that again.
Ensure that Out of Many Smile Jamaica Charity
Mm-hmm.
at gmail.com.
Okay.
So when you send the email, you will caption membership request, and ensure that you include your telephone number, your address, to reference information. Of course, we need reference. Would you like to be a member or volunteer and all of that? And we take the process from there,
Mm-hmm.
and in due course, we place you in position based on your wish. So it's not a rocket science kind of thing. It's not hard. You just email us, and of course, if you might any chance last the email, you can type in. You can find us on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. We have a website, of course, and we have a contact number. So
Yes.
whenever you request that, of course, I'll really give it to you.
Yes. So you know, you just say you see the ability of the individual that maybe be a part of Smile
Pardon?
Jam. You just mention that, you know, you will see what role that the individual can play, you know, if them become or accepted as a trustee or a member of, or somebody will just want to assist, you know, him, you know.
Yeah, because what we leave that up to the individual, because
Yes.
we don't want to
Mhm.
like for instance, if you want to be a volunteer, you can volunteer. So
That's right.
you're coming at any time. So if you
Yeah.
want to volunteer to help with food distribution, help
Good.
when we're feeding, or help when we are like, you know, making sandwiches and lunch and stuff for the footballers.
Yes.
Whatever way, if you want to be a member, and of course, member, you know, you give your monthly donations, and
Mm-hmm.
there is so much that can be done. Of course, if you want to help with advertising, promote, bringing awareness about our charity,
Mm-hmm.
doing helping with publication activities. Like I said, we have all different positions that we need help in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the choice is yours. Everybody has their expertise, and whatever you think your expertise is, okay, fine. If
Mhm.
you're a person who you know that you're good at counseling persons, of course, because we
Good.
do counseling.
Good,
So
good. Yes. So and I know they have a strong church community, a strong Christian community. How much support you're getting from that community?
Um, the support from the Christian community really comes from the UK side.
Okay.
Members or trustees who are associated with those churches.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the assistance comes from. We from time to time we have gathered and get donations from churches, but because the charity is mostly a UK based, meaning the most trustees reside in the UK.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. That's great work that you are doing. Smile Jamaica, out of many Smile Jamaica team, you know, and
Right.
we need.
Like I said, point to note is that we don't do this thing for bragging rights. So we are not about the popularity. We can speak of you have more than 100, and we have more than 100 to 200 registered charity organization in Jamaica currently. But apart from Food for the Poor and two other major, is so saying all this to say this, we don't mind the things that we're not secluding ourselves or anything, but there's a lot of things that we don't really advertise because the privacy of our recipients and patients is very 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 much important to us, and we take pride in that. So time to time, of course, we will update and stuff that we are doing, but one thing, we are very transparent as it relates to our donors.
Yes.
And how contributions are used. And trust me, that is another thing that has to be done carefully, because as a charity with a status, we have to be audited every year.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know the constraints of really running a charity organization, because it comes with a lot of expense. Because all of these things, trust me, to keep, there's the three government regulatory bodies that governs the whole charity organization. All of these documentation and all of these comes with a lot of expense. You can imagine them saying, look, you guys need to be audited every year because they want to know where the money is going. Whatever money is. So if it's from the trustees ourselves, that is, if we are donating $10, $20, we have to give account. What is that $10, $20 doing?
And you have to pay auditors.
We have to pay the auditors.
Good.
Currently, no, we have to audit the year 2022. And I mean, we have to go out and figure out, especially I know wherever Miss Paulette Williams sitting now, she's bubbling in her head, where is it that she's gonna get that fund to pay these chartered accountants to audit? And
so
I mean,
just hold up a little. So we are call up on some chartered accountant, because this is something we have to look into, you know.
Yes, definitely. Because trust me, the surplus sometimes that the charity has, whatever donation a charity retain, probably, let's say a charity retain 20,000, 30,000. They are charging that amount of money. So sometimes if you don't have the zeal, if you don't have it in you, you will stop, because you have to make sure that you're compliant with the Companies Office of Jamaica Tax Administration.
Yes.
But I won't complain as it relates to tax administration, because one of the benefits of having a charity status is that they don't, in terms of income tax and a lot of taxes, you're exempted from.
But on the other side, to maintain us.
Maintaining the status is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yes.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work, trust me. So
I am calling out on any accountant out there who well equipped can be a part to give your support. Yeah.
If we could get even a chartered accountant to, help us.
Yes.
With our returns. Because paying a chartered accountant, and we, in terms of operations, there was not a lot of major operations
Mm-hmm.
based on what I explained here with the pandemic and so. Now we're actually getting back on board fully.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a would have crossed from the list, but for this the rest of 2023,
Mm-hmm.
I can list some activities where we have our annual Easter program. Of course, we that there's some persons celebrate Easter, the old Easter tradition as it relates to bun and cheese, and that is something we do every year. I mean, that is distributing to the shut-ins and of course the less fortunate. Because some persons celebrate it, and I mean, like,
yes.
So that is one activity. In May, we have our Labor Day project where we normally select schools or where we would perform a refurbishment. Going into June, we're looking at having some form of or a fundraising to actually aid in our back to school program to sponsor more students and also enlarge our donations out of St. Anne. Speaking of out of St. Anne, we not only we're zoning on actually 3 parishes that we're doing. We have Mandeville, we do Manchester.
Yes.
Manchester because we have 2 trustees from that parish. They live in UK, but they do a lot for the Manchester parish. We have Clarendon, Miss Berlin. She do a lot at that era in terms of contribution, monetary, food, clothes, and all of that. So actually, it's 3 parishes, and then of course, St. Anne, where we're based, we have Wilmot Williams, Paulette Williams, and myself. We focus on areas in St. Anne. We have a few communities in Discovery Bay where we do a lot of, we just don't wait until, the need. We do our regular drive-throughs, we visit homes, so we want to enlarge ourselves, not to other parishes, of course, but at the end of the day, it comes back down to donations and having enough resources.
Yeah.
So that is why June coming is very important. That fundraiser to see how far we can stretch our wings in and that back to school thing will be in July.
Okay.
And then in September we'll wrap up. We'll have our run. We're looking to we didn't confirm as what exactly we are doing in September. December we always have a number of activities where we do clothes, growth, all of that. And of course we have the continued activities of feeding the homeless. The football program, we still have our weekly shopping visits. So it's not like separate apart from the calendar events. We still have our ongoing activities that we have to carry out.
Yeah, to carry out. We're somebody from the United States, a part of the Primal Media Network, is asking, is this program part of a social service there, and you would say it's a part of a social service, because you're serving your community. Would you say that?
Pardon?
Somebody just asking a question out of the United States, and they are saying, is this program part of a social service there? Would you consider that you are doing a social service? Maybe just reiterating. Yeah?
It's not necessarily that we're doing a program, specifically a program. We have different projects.
Okay. Yes.
And yeah, so it's different projects that we create. Of course, they will have, like, for instance, like I made mention of this on the football, that becomes consistent. It's not something that we start that will stop.
Wow. And say football gears and them thing, the hard, is a whole heap of expense that, And
Right.
you
I
say
mean,
you said the shut-in visit is a weekly thing. That's what you said.
yes.
Wow. So you're
So in terms of the number of shut-ins,
mm-hmm.
I mean, in everything that we do, we always want to increase the numbers. So we might not can reach to everybody every week, but the aim is to do more.
Yes.
And that is why we are in dire need of work at that time, because we have to ensure that we have persons who can able to help us to drive around, to help us
Yes.
to do the shopping, and to carry out. Rest in peace to Miss Carrie, and she was so valuable as it relates to the going around. We lost 2 members of our charity last year, and it affects us
That
so
was
bad.
a sister who crashed died in a
Yes,
motor vehicle
yes,
accident.
she crashed, and where if she was here or wherever she is, she would have been tuned in, listening.
Wow, wow.
So,
Condolences to the family, man.
yes,
Condolences
I think
to the
so.
team as well.
Trust me, she was such an asset to us. So we hope God can bless us with.
I know big up Sister Paulette Williams, because
Yes, of course.
one of the reasons I personally can testify of her kindness. She is such a sweet soul, you know what I mean? And is no doubt, and I say to people who are listening right now, this sister, is one of the sweetest souls,
There's no doubt about it.
yeah, I
Like I
mean.
said,
So if let me just send out a shout. Anybody who out there, want to make any contribution, IMARA is putting up himself as a guarantor. Yeah, see that you can support this charities out of Many Smile Jamaica, because the CEO, and you listen to this vibrant young Miss Shanet Garden, you know what I mean, representing very well, you understand. And we no short leadership in Jamaica, we want people to understand that we have leaders at the community level that are doing great things. And you're listening to one such individual right now, who is a young person and so engaged in her community, serving her country. And this is what we want our people to do, how to engage and serve each other, because this is the kind of service that is going to lift us out of the condition that we are in right now, when we, see how we can impact people's life positively, especially youth. They're talking about, getting youth to engage in sporting activity rather than out on the street side, rubbing out them and niggle and with a little plastic cup with some pink and yellow and green color inside of it, when I really I do them too much good. So I'm appealing to women, men, people who them pocket deep and long, just those who pocket deep and long, but we can contribute. We have a whole time thing where we say one cocoa do full basket. So drop something in the basket and make it work for Smile out of Many Smile Jamaica. Shannon, you're there?
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, man, me just run my mouth a little, to make sure, say, people contribute, and to see how we can call out to people to
Yeah,
be a
man, thanks
part
for
of
that
this.
appeal. Of course, our main phone is
Yeah, give us your number.
876-865-1949.
All right, go slow. Got the people in can. 876-865 1949.
1949.
That's the only number.
And of course, you can yeah, or you can try 876.
Yeah, go ahead.
488.
Yeah.
8255.
Good, good. So
The person is
876 865 1949.
correct.
876 488
That's correct.
And people can WhatsApp them two number there too, don't? Because I know people.
That is correct.
So
You
it now
can
go,
also send us an email.
yes, at out of many smile Jamaica charity.com
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com. That's it.
Definitely.
Oh,
And,
go ahead.
like I said, we are grateful. I'm grateful for you guys having us.
Mhm.
Whatever platform whatever ways and mediums we get to share,
Yes.
whatever we are doing is always and you achieve.
Yes.
We welcome any form of support. I mean, by just telling a friend that, hey, you know, I listened to an interview
Mhm.
this evening on the IMR on this station.
Community buzz and the community buzz
Community Board.
and Fit FM
There's
96.
actually a charity organization out of Smile Jamaica. You should
Yes.
check them out. I mean, awareness helps
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, more people know, more people will want to be on board, more persons will want to contribute. So by just sharing the message,
Yes.
by just sharing our page, by just doing that,
Yes.
all of these is form of contribution to us. By
Yes.
just donating $1 is a form of contribution.
Yes.
Donating a bag of rice,
Yes.
it helps.
Yes.
We use the rice into cooking or distribute to the homeless,
Mhm.
or we bag it and contribute it not only to the less fortunate but to the shut-ins as well.
And a man will have a whole heap of plant in and planting field where now, can get some plant and some yam to about that.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Like I made mention, we have our Easter come and Saturday we will be eat bun especially have shopping who are diabetic and stuff. So what we normally do give them like bread, other grocery items and stuff like that, chicken and all of that. I mean, a bag of chicken donation is accepted. Any form of monetary donation. If a person give us $500, trust me, that $500 can buy a couple bottle of water.
Yeah.
That can be given to a few homeless. When we hand a bottle of juice to a homeless person, the smile sometimes, trust me, the level, the feeling it gives inside, like I said, not bragging right, to give you a feeling of, it give you a fulfilled feeling.
Yeah, man, we know how that thing they feel, sister. We know it
any
feel.
Contributions, we are grateful and we welcome any form of contribution.
Yes.
Small, big, it doesn't matter. And of course, whatever positive vibration towards these movements, yeah, because at the end of the day, we want to share love. The mission is in health and well-being. So it's a broad umbrella. There's so much that can be done. They can have 2 reading books for a kid that may pass that stage and
yes,
you want to throw it in the bin. I mean, think twice.
yes,
There's someone who probably might need that reading book.
yes.
So for me, the donation it's so broad. Trust me, no matter, you don't have to be rich or anything to donate, because there's actually a lot of things that can be donated. Trust me, you will not even imagine that you have so many clothes packed up in your closet and not even wearing them. And there's person who, oh my God, donated these things. Yeah, because our office is on the Playfield Discovery Bay. That's right across from the Dafa Hotel. Right on the main there, we have our office space. So that is where we do our distribution, and persons can come or even contact us and ask, what do you guys have? You know, I have 2 little daughters, them not really have. And we look. and whatever it is. So like I said, we welcome any donations at the office. So it's not like the good thing about it, we realize the growth.
Mm-hmm.
We have financial constraints, but we have grown, and
Yes.
I'm very proud of our growth because we started at a home office.
Yes. Yes.
We would be in the backyard of Miss Paulette Williams' house, and I mean, with the help of our trustee, Miss Williams' major contribution is purchasing a container and the tireless efforts of persons with getting that office up. Trust me, looking back, we have come a far way, and I'm grateful.
Yes.
So we actually have an office. You can come and you can sit, you can talk, and you know,
Yes.
it is a huge achievement, and we have been recognized. Of course, we still have to give thanks to our local governing persons. We cannot ignore the contributing efforts of our councillor,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ricky. We are grateful, and we are grateful to the parish council to
Yes.
actually grant us. And I mean, there's no government agency or entity or persons that is gonna just randomly give us space or certain things if they didn't see the great effort. So of course there have to be some amount of effort
Yes.
and
Yes.
work put in to actually gain this amount of not only exposure, but at least you can go to the local art council or whatever and just by mentioning her name, and they're not
Mhm.
gonna say, who is you talking? But
Yeah.
trust me, government identify you as we might look, and sometimes we might say the government this or the government that, but the government have identified, they consider that you are not doing the right thing. Or if they're not doing the right thing, if you're not doing the right thing, they are going to identify you.
Yes.
So we understand how that part is, and we are thankful in that sense. And
Yeah.
we continue to appreciate our growth and to know that we have a far way to go.
Yes.
And we continue to build,
Good.
and we
Good.
continue to ask for your support. We continue to ask for your positive
Vibration and
vibration,
yes.
because these are the things that we will need.
Good.
And we appeal for persons to come on board. We need help. We need, because at the end of the day, coming on board, we talk about only financial pocket. But the ideas you may have, I may not have it, and I may not know that things could have been done this way and things. So we guide persons of all different skills and era, and we continue to appeal if there are persons who know someone
Yeah.
that try to account for if they talk, because we will need support there. We still,
Yes.
so we don't want to. At the same time, I'm here and I'm looking for contribution, yes, but I want to share our achievements and what we have done.
Yes.
So far.
Make we hear some of the things that you have done so far, because we have about 7 minutes here. So
Oh,
yeah, man. So make we hear some of the things.
okay. So what is it that you want me to sign? Got carried away.
Well, we're wrapping up now, because but hear what now. I want to say that just listening to you have done such a great job this afternoon, telling us about Smile Jamaica, out of many Smile Jamaica. And I'm looking to see how we can work with you, in the future. Fit FM, the community buzz is here, So whenever you are doing anything, you can notify us, let us see how much can come out, in spreading the news. And we have a big listenership in England, and I hope the members of Smile Jamaica, out of many Smile Jamaica, join that listenership as well, to see how we can communicate and how we can spread the news and become more vibrant, because the more lives you contribute to and the more young men, you make a difference in them life, is the better it is for our country. We have to understand the invaluable, work that people like you, Miss Paulette Williams, Mrs. Miss Williams, and the other members who are a part of Out of Many Smile Jamaica who reside overseas. We are say big up to the item, and we will do whatever we can to support, and I am happy that we have you on, as the first guest for International Women's Month, I know that you are doing such a great job and making a difference in the lives of people, you know what I mean? Well, so just heal up anybody else you want heal up, and while we just wrap up.
All right. So let me take the time out. So thank you and the team at Community Box for having me. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
This platform to introduce Out of Many Smile Jamaica, and I know that I'll be back very soon.
Certainly.
Let me take the time to just quickly say thank you to everyone. Big up our director, of course. Remember that mention everyone. Maris and Caroline, Rose Farmer, Wilmot Williams, Nanny Blackwood, and of course, Mr. Wilmot Williams, our member, Miss Beverly, and let me also thank the coaching staff, Mr. Andre, Mr. Jones, and also Mr. Brady. Thank you, and also thanks all our donors based in the UK, but in Jamaica. Thank you all.
Blessings and light. We thank you, Shanette Garden, for being here. It was such a joy having you speaking here and representing Out of Many Smile Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's a great vibes. Bless up Sister Paulette Williams. Bless up the team, and don't say great things coming in the future. Love and light. This is the Community Buzz, and this is Imara, the musical revolutionary. Small call on www.primal4k.com. Bless up all the people who are listening worldwide. We give thanks for being here. This is the Community Buzz and Fit FM. So we want other charitable organization, to be a part of this. And any other female out there who are leading a charity organization for the month of March, shout way up, that we can have you on, and because Fit FM is here to serve the community, and the community also, to serve Fit FM, So Fit FM is the voice of the people, and we accommodate your voices wherever you are in the world, to share and to, to interact and to build a greater family unit, a greater community, and that's the mission of the Community Buzz, to engage and to empower, to educate, to entertain, is not a little one in this, So we give thanks for being here, and we're looking forward to next strong for our interactive edutaining discourse here on Community Buzz. Thank you, producer Julia. Thank you, to all the listeners out there. I mean, I ask man, when me left this, I don't want nobody call Julia or send on text and talk about when me never say, because did if you say what uno have to say. You understand? So if you have something to say or something to text in, you know what I mean? The numbers are there. 876-478-9144, 876-317-1991. Bless up to Patrick Beckford and the brethren them over there, so the States, heal up the eye them to all the other listeners, who tune in from across the world. Respect. I'm a Community Buzz. Out.
This is Fit FM 96.7.
This is the musical revolution.